Alright, so a while back I made a video on every single plugin that I used on my Minecraft SMP server, SoraCraft SMP. Now that video has gotten quite popular, and since then people have been asking me to make tutorials on the more complicated plugins. Now I've been doing that for a while now, but also the SoraCraft SMP server has continued to live on. We are now actually in season 2 of the map, which we weren't in the previous video I made. And also a lot of plugins have actually changed. So in today's video, once again, I'm going over every single plugin that I use on my Minecraft SMP server. There are quite many, so sit back, relax, take notes, because all the plugins that I use for my Minecraft SMP server could also be really handy for your Minecraft server. Anyways, before we start, it would really mean a ton if you could leave a like on this video and also check if you are subscribed to this channel. My analytics show me that most people watch my videos who are actually not subscribed. Even though it would only take a second, you would really help me out, and you can always unsubscribe in the future if you change your mind. And then, without any further ado, let's dive right into it. Alright, so here we are on SoraCraft SMP Season 2. And I'm gonna show you every single plugin that I use on this server. So for the people who only need a list of the plugins that I use here on the server and don't really want an explanation, here you go. These are all the plugins that I use on my Minecraft SMP server. Now, let's go a little bit more in depth. So the first plugin in the list is AdvancedRegionMarket. And AdvancedRegionMarket allows you to sell plots to players for money. Not real money, in-game money. So we actually have a player shop system here at the spawn of the server. So basically, people are allowed to buy plots here at spawn. They can build anywhere at spawn, but they can build a plot at spawn. As soon as they've bought a plot, they are allowed to build inside of that plot. So as soon as they've bought a plot, they can actually create their own building on there, their own shop. So this is a plot that somebody bought. Like you can see, sold, shop 9. So the selling of the plots where people can build on, that is what AdvancedRegionMarket does. You can basically create a WorldGuard region, and then with AdvancedRegionMarket you can sell that WorldGuard region. So shop 9 is actually a region that I've created with WorldGuard. And with AdvancedRegionMarket I put it for sale. Somebody bought it, they created a building on there, and they made a shop inside of it with ChestShop. So ChestShop is another plugin on the list. ChestShop basically allows you to create a shop out of any chest, as long as you use this format. So you can basically just place a chest down, you can put something in there like, okay, let's see, which one isn't empty? This one isn't empty, gunpowder. So just place a chest, put gunpowder in there, and then place a sign on there with on the top row your own username. On the second row, the amount of items you want to sell. Beneath that, the amount you want to sell it for. And then the item you actually want to sell. In this case, gunpowder. It's a pretty easy plugin. It's very accessible for players. You just have to make sure that they understand the format and what it exactly does. But as soon as they do, people can create shops everywhere, and it is great. So that are AdvancedRegionMarket and ChestShop. Like I already said, we also use WorldGuard here. So WorldGuard is a plugin that allows you to create regions. So for example, this whole place you see right now is the spawn region. People are not able to break any blocks here. I am, because I'm an OP on the server, but normal players are not able to break or place any blocks here, except for the plots they actually bought from the server, like these shop plots over here. Now for WorldGuard to work, you will also need WorldEdit. Now I think most people know how WorldEdit works and what it does, but basically WorldEdit allows you to edit huge areas at once. So you can basically select 2 corners and then put a command in like set stone, and it will set a giant cube of stone. It's as simple as that. You can replace tons of blocks, you can set blocks, you can create spheres, you can do so much with WorldEdit. And if you add WorldGuard to it, you can do even more, like creating regions, like we did here at spawn. Now it might all sound a little bit complicated, and that's why I've made a tutorial on how to exactly create these player shops. You can watch the video by clicking in the top right corner right now, but basically in that video I show you how to create these player shops over here using AdvancedRegionMarket, ChestShop, WorldEdit, WorldGuard, and Essentials. So if you want to create player shops like you see here, make sure to check out that video. Now continuing on to the next plugin, we actually have ClearLagg. So ClearLagg, also a very well-known plugin. It basically clears the lag of your server, and it helps you manage it. So you can put in the command /lag clear. I am not going to do that. It's a very bad idea, especially if you have many people on the server. It will basically delete every single entity in the world. Don't do that. bad idea. What I do use it for though is lag check. So by typing lag check, you will actually get the lag status of your server. So over here you can see exactly how many items are there on the ground, how many mobs are alive, how many friendly mobs are alive, the players that are online. You can also see the hoppers, active mob spawners, but most importantly the current TPS of the server. It's a way more detailed list that you would get with other plugins. That's why we are using it. And it's a good way to check where the lag is actually coming from. So if you're having lots of lag here inside the server and you do lag check, you can actually see like, okay, where could the lag be coming from? And if there are like 4,000 friendly mobs alive, then probably the problem lies somewhere in the friendly mob area. And the next plugin we use is CoreProtect. And CoreProtect is basically the best anti-grief plugin in the world. So griefing, you can't do anything about griefing. People will grief, they will grief. There's nothing you can do about it. But with CoreProtect, you can actually trace who did what. So when I do co-inspect, there we go, I can actually click on every single block here and I can exactly see who placed it, who broke it, and basically I can see who edited the block from the moment this plugin has been installed. So I can go to this chest over here and there we go. I can exactly see what items have been removed from this chest. If I right click on it, I can also see who placed the chest. There has been a grass block over here. So before, on the place where this chest is right now, there has been a grass block, and SGV2 has actually removed it 11 days ago. That's how detailed it is. It is great. So co-inspect, the best anti-grief plugin in the world. It literally is. If you're having a lot of griefers on your server and you don't know where it's coming from or who is actually doing it, make sure to install CoreProtect. You can just look it up. Now the next plugin is actually 3 plugins in one. We got Essentials, Essentials Chat, and Essentials Spawn. So Essentials is the most essential plugin basically in the world. You will need Essentials on your Minecraft server. Period. Essentials allows you to do so much stuff. So if I join a server, you will actually get a message, you have no new mail. If I do /fly, I will actually, I will disable fly because I'm already in creative mode. But if I wouldn't be able to fly, if I would be in survival and I did /fly, I would actually enable fly for myself. I can also do /home and I will actually go to my home. I can do /spawn and I will go to the spawn. All of that is essentials. Also, if you want a currency on your server, you will need essentials. So we are actually using the currency of essentials. So over here at spawn, you can actually transfer diamonds to dollars. So you can sell diamonds to the server and you will get dollars from it. Dollars are actually something from essentials. This sell sign over here is also something from Essentials. Essentials is just the most essential plugin in the world. I literally don't know any Minecraft server that is not running Essentials. You need to install it. It is very essential. And if you want to know how essential it actually is, I've made a video about it, link in the top right corner, make sure to check it out. Now what Essentials Chat does, Essentials Chat basically does the chat formatting. So for example, you can see that I have owner in front of my name. My name is also purple. All that stuff, that is what Essentials Chat does. It's just a chat formatting plugin. It works with Essentials and it works great. Now the next plugin I want to talk about is FarmProtect. And it basically does exactly what the name suggests. It protects your farms. So normally, if you would jump on a farm, your crop would come out. Now, it doesn't anymore because of FarmProtect. That's it. That's all. That's the only thing the FarmProtect does. It is like the best plugin we have on this server. It literally is. So the next plugin is GriefPrevention. And GriefPrevention allows people to claim their own area, so they are the only ones who can edit blocks in there. So for example, here we have a shop. We have a shop that's outside of spawn, so in theory, people should be able to break blocks here. I am not, because this area is actually claimed by Ancient Oxalot. That's why people can break or place any blocks here. It is claimed. It prevents players from griefing on the server by giving everybody the tools to claim their own area, like their own home or property, so that only the player who claimed the area and their friends, if they want to, can edit that region. It's a very handy plugin, and for every single Minecraft survival or SMP server, I would highly recommend it. It is so freaking handy. And the next plugin on SoraCraft is LastLog. Now I'm actually not going to show you any logs because of privacy reasons, but basically you can see who last joined the server. You can also see who hasn't joined for multiple months, which is great for a server with a whitelist like SoraCraft. So in my case, when people haven't joined for multiple months, I will just remove them from the whitelist. I will do this to keep the whitelist clean and also make it so that no unwanted players actually join the server. Great plugin, I would highly recommend it for every single server that actually has a whitelist. Now the plugin after that is LuckPerms. LuckPerms is a permissions plugin where I recently made a video on. If you want to see it, click in the top right corner. But LuckPerms is a permissions plugin. Basically, it allows you to create groups, and after that you can give every specific group their own permissions. So one group, like an admin group, will be able to do everything. A normal member group will be able to do the most basic things in the server. And if you have like something like a VIP group, for example, you can give that specific group VIP perks. Also the names you see in front of our name. So we have help on the server, I'm the owner. And we also have the normal gray players over there. The normal gray players in my case are the default group. So if you join the server for the first time, you will automatically have a gray name. The helper group is actually another group here on the server, and it basically allows you to kick people, ban people, also use co-inspect, so the helpers can actually see like who manipulated what blocks and who broke blocks and who griefed. And then I'm in owner group. I'm of course allowed to do anything here on the server. But yeah, LuckPerms, very handy, highly recommended. As far as I know, it is the best permission plugin out there, so if you want to have groups or ranks on your server, you should have LuckPerms. Like I said, tutorial is online on the channel. Now the next one is Multiverse-Core. And Multiverse-Core allows you to create multiple worlds. So right now there are only 3 worlds inside of SoraCraft. We have the normal world, the nether and the end. Now with Multiverse-Core you're able to create more worlds beside those. So let's say you want to make kind of a hub server, but you actually don't want to buy multiple servers and link them together. You just want everything on one server, but you want a specific world for only the spawn, you want another world for minigames, and then you want like a survival world. That is totally possible. So if I do MV list, you will actually see all the worlds that are currently inside of the server. I can easily do MV create and I can just start creating another world. Very handy. Right now we're not actually using it, but I'm still keeping the plugin on because it could always be handy. But in the last server in SoraCraft Season 1, we actually had a creative world. So we had a world where people would automatically go in creative mode and they will be able to build whatever they wanted there. That is, for example, something that Multiverse-Core could be useful for. Now we also have Multiverse-Inventories, and Multiverse-Inventories is also a plugin of Multiverse. Just like how Essentials Chat and Essentials Spawn are add-ons on Essentials, Multiverse-Inventories is actually an add-on on Multiverse-Core. And what Multiverse-Inventories does, it basically separates inventories for different worlds. So let's say if I would create a creative world, but besides that I would also have a survival world, then of course people can take all the stuff they spawn in creative to the survival world. And of course you don't want that. So you can make sure that the creative world and the survival worlds have different inventories. So people won't be able to take any stuff from creative to survival. We also have a plugin called NoMobGrief. And what NoMobGrief does, it basically turns off mob griefing in the world. So for example, if a creeper explodes, it won't leave a giant crater in the ground. It will explode, but besides that, it won't do anything. Now I know there's also a game rule for that, mob griefing. But if you turn that one off, then snow golems also won't leave any more snow on the ground and villagers won't be able to actually farm. Because for a villager to be able to spawn, they actually need to break a block, which is a crop in that case. So with no mob grief, you actually turn off all the mob griefing that you don't want. So for example, endermen and creepers, but you keep the mob griefing that you do want. So for example, snow golems and villagers. I highly recommend it, like basically every plugin here on the server. Like there's a reason I'm using these plugins. It's not just a random plugin that I thought like, oh yeah, let's put this on the list. No, these are actually good plugins and I use every single one of them for a reason. And I will tell you, I'm pretty picky on plugins. Like I don't install a plugin very easily on the server. So I'll have to make sure it's a good one. We also have PlayTime. Very easy. Type /PlayTime. And there we go. My playtime on the server and the amount of times I've joined. That's it. As an owner, I can see the playtime of other players and other players can just see their own playtime. That's it. That's just fun. It's funny to see how many you've actually played on the server. And we also have SimpleMOTD. And what SimpleMOTD does is this. It's a very easy way to customize your MOTD. Now the nice thing about SimpleMOTD is that you don't have to restart your server to actually change the MOTD. So normally if you would change the MOTD in the Minecraft server properties file, you would have to restart your server. With this plugin, you don't have to. You just edit it, you save it, and immediately it works. It's literally that easy, and that's the whole reason why I use it, just so I don't have to restart the server. Now the next plugin is Tab. And this is what Tab does. So like you can see, my tab list doesn't look like a normal tab list. You have SoraCraft Season 2 up there, and also I'm on the top of the list. Even though normally they will be kind of random. I don't know if it is actually random. I have no idea. But in this case with Tab, I'm always on top of the list because I'm the owner. If the admin would join right now, he would be just below me. Then below the admin, there will be all the helpers of the server, and below the helpers, there will be the normal players. Now if there would be something like a VIP rank or a moderator rank, you can also sort them exactly how you want in the tab list. And also the small animation you see there is also of course Tab. It's an amazing plugin, very lightweight as well, and it just makes your server have a little bit of a nicer aesthetic. Just makes it look great, it just looks nice. Now the next plugin is Vault. And what Vault does is it basically collects data and shares it between multiple plugins. So for example, I have Essentials Chat on this server, I have LuckPerms on this server, and I have Tab on this server. LuckPerms is actually the plugin that creates the prefix of my name. So without LuckPerms, owner wouldn't be in front of my name and my name wouldn't be purple. Now to make it so that the prefix and my name in purple actually also show up in the chat, you will need Essentials Chat, but you would also need Vault. Because Vault will actually link LuckPerms and Essentials Chat together. Also for the tab list, you will need Vault again, because it will link LuckPerms and Tab together. So that you will actually also have the prefix in the tab list. And Vault is a very easy plugin. Literally the only thing you have to do is drag it into your plugins folder, restart your server, and that's it. Also, by the way, every single plugin that I cover here inside of this video, there will be a link in the description so you can check it out for yourself. The next plugin is VeinMiner. And what VeinMiner does, very simple, very easy. Just crouch and mine a block away. And there you go. You got all the coal that is attached to it. 26 coal. We've mined it all in 1 second. Now the tools you use will still lose durability. So for my pickaxe it would still be like I actually removed 26 coal. I didn't, I only removed 1. But the durability goes down just as much. So basically it is just a time saver, which is really welcome. Now WorldEdit and WorldGuard, I've actually already covered those. But the last plugin that I actually haven't covered is WorldGuardExtraFlags. So what WorldGuardExtraFlags does is very simple and very easy. It allows you to set more flags than normally. So in every single WorldEdit region, you can set your own flags. So for example, you can put PvP on or off inside of a region. You can put sleeping on and off inside of a region. You can put mob spawning on and off inside of a region. And a flag I actually wanted for the PvP arena is keep inventory. So keep inventory in the whole world is actually off. So if you die, you will lose your stuff. Because yeah, it's still a survival server. But inside of the PvP arena, I actually wanted keep inventory to be on. So people can fight each other with their best gear, but if they died, it wouldn't matter because they would just keep it. And that's where I use WorldGuardExtraFlags for. It gives me the flag keep inventory and keep XP, so like that if you die inside of the arena, you won't lose any of them. And then, that is it. Every single plugin that I use on SoraCraft SMP Season 2, which are also the best plugins to use on your Minecraft server. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and if you are new to the channel, not subscribed yet, and you are enjoying the content, make sure to smash that subscribe button and click on the notification bell. You would really help me out by doing that. You actually would. If you have any more questions, make sure to leave them in the comments of this video. And also, I've made a few tutorials on plugins that are on this list, so make sure to check them out. There's a playlist on the channel called Minecraft tutorials. Every single tutorial I've made is in there. And then again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.